The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no point. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, set. 30 base. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Get it.
Following the fumble recovery, Hodges. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Hodges. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's Hodges looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Back to you.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll run on first down. Ingram. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, guys.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Hodges escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready to break. The mic. 57's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Now.
On first down, it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to rifle one deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can, he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeout.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Johnson, the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. They find some open field here. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.